money get paper. But you know we party hard later. Mr. Flex and Papa got the old city lock with the girls in each and every area. Sipping NLC with no chaser.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you are joining me from. I am Alluminati, and this is the Crypto and Cognac podcast show, as always, powered by Alti.com, the one-click crypto wallet for Telegram, WhatsApp, and Discord. And as always, fueled by Hennessy TT. Tonight, I'm having myself some VS, but I'm having my, can you see it? My limited edition collector's item, Spirit of the NBA Hennessy VS. Guys, welcome back to season 2 of the podcast. So excited to be with you guys. I am super excited about the guy that I'm about to have a conversation with. This conversation, as he might tell you, has been long in coming. I mean, we've been discussing having this conversation maybe midway through season 1, and just, schedules didn't allow for it. But I'm happy that it's happening now, because he's done a couple amazing things that, now we could talk about a little bit. And that guy is Mr. Rael Luvi.
Yeah, bless you. It's been nice to be here tonight, dude.
What's up?
I remember the first one you hop on. It was with
Brave.
Hardy, with Brave, yeah. And I just hop on for a bit. And crazily enough, I remember that conversation. I was like, what are you working on right now? And I was like, I just trying to get this close thing properly, and I just trying to work at the close. So we came a long way from there. So
yeah, I mean, I think that was maybe episode 1.
Yeah, that was probably the first early.
So this is I mean, I've been trying to get you on here for a minute, but I know you were in the cut, working hard, creating hard. So I know a little bit about you, but for those who don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes. My name is Rael Luvi. I'm a recording and visual artist, digital artist as well, 3D. I've been a recording artist for probably 10 years plus, on the underground, building and creating like a support system the genuine way. Then I transitioned into doing videos and films for various artists. Rest in peace, Rebel 6 and a lot of great artists. Then I transitioned into motion design. I worked in a couple of political campaigns, some corporate stuff. So all of that transition. Then I started doing 3D, and then I get introduced to the NFT space just by listening, because sometimes all you need to do is listen. Because someone was like, yo, you should check this out, and it works along your path. I was like, wait, what is this? I know me now. I like to research now. So that is my language. I like to research. So I was like, NFT, what is this? And then he was like, Gary, we talking about NFTs, bro. Then I fell into the whole rabbit hole, and now we here,
And now we here. I mean, you just said a whole lot, right? How old are you? Because I mean, based on everything you've said, you should be about 52. So you're looking real good for your age.
Nah, I just turned 28 November gone. Okay. So I'm 28 years old. I just dedicated, like, because since I was probably 16, I've been creating stuff on Photoshop, because I discovered Photoshop from a cousin, and he showed me this thing on his computer, and I was like, where's this? Where's Photoshop? And I've just been religiously into graphic design from since then till now, and I just transitioned. I think 3D is like the ultimate graduation, for me to excel in 3D, from doing 2D images to graphic design to manipulating images to having myself look like an avatar and stuff like that from since school days. I just stuck with it religiously throughout the years, and just trying to become a master of my different crafts now, so it's so it's been a while.
So I mean, you've talked about trying to master your craft since you were 16 years old, but you've done that all on your own, just through your research, just through your knowledge. Do you have formal traditional education in that, or have you just kind of done your
YouTube University? Right? YouTube University, we graduated certified. Everything is there online for you to learn. Once you dedicate the discipline, you could You can learn everything you want to learn. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and I
YouTube
mean,
University, I didn't went to school for this. I just had the vision, and I know I wanted it in my heart. So yeah.
I mean, that's super cool because one of the things that I like to remind people, especially in this space, is that the education, the knowledge is out there, and you don't have to pay for it. You know what I mean?
100. Mm-hmm.
Um, there are so many tools available to us to educate ourselves now that our parents didn't have access to. Even people like myself, when I was in my teens, like my daughter is, we didn't have any YouTube. We had encyclopedias.
Mm-hmm.
You had to go find out thing, pull that out, scroll through them pages, and you can really learn the way that YouTube can now. I mean, what I say to people, sometimes it takes a little bit of work because everything is not curated as a
Mm-hmm.
traditional degree or a traditional learning institution may have it. So it
Mm-hmm.
may require you to do a little bit more work on that end, but the
Mm-hmm.
information is definitely out there.
Yep.
So
Correct.
so you started with Photoshop, right?
Photoshop.
And you're here today, and it's been a crazy journey along that
Interesting.
path.
Yeah.
At what point did you kind of realize, or did you know that I am a creative rather than I'm just somebody just kind of playing around with these things? At what
Mm-hmm.
point it kind of registered to you like, yo, I'm a creative?
Crazily enough, right? This I had different points of that realization. This might sound very recent, but the other day, me and McGill was doing a drawing together now. And it was something I already knew, but I was like, yo, I actually really proud to be an artist now. Like this is a privilege to be existing and being an artist. I am proud to be an artist now.
Yeah.
The point I realized to myself where I would say, hmm, oh, this was June, July of 2015, probably. That is when I decided, because I used to bartend. That is
Right.
when I decided to leave my job, and I was like, okay, I wanna focus on my career. I want to focus on XYZ to pursue this. And if I feel it's all on me now, is my responsibility to succeed in my craft. So I think 2015 is when I decided to take everything I'm doing fully serious and dive into the entrepreneurial world and stuff like that.
So you talked about working with corporate,
Yeah.
working on political campaigns,
Yeah.
working with artists,
Mm-hmm.
and you've done a bunch of work for yourself.
Yeah.
What is the experience like, or what are the differences in the experiences of working for a corporate institution as compared to every other, including working for yourself, and how does that impact your creative journey, or how has that impacted your creative journey? Because I want to get to how it may influence
Mm-hmm.
other artists as they look to blockchain, cryptocurrency,
Mm-hmm.
as they pursue that art as well. So tell me what that journey has been like for you.
I would say like it gave me like a bit of structure, and I'm not sure if you realize the infographics type of stuff I would have posted. It's more you would hardly see artists displaying or promoting their stuff in infographics now,
Right.
in informative trinkets of wordings and videos. So I took all of that from corporate and implemented into like my personal stuff now. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I would say just a bit of structure and straightforwardness. I mean, obviously on the corporate side, they don't need to be super creative because they need simple stuff. You know what I mean? So it's easy now. You know, so
Yeah.
it's not like you need to be super creative. Just
It
discipline
will
and
come.
know how to communicate properly and
Right.
ask for what you need and just client to artists. So yeah, it just developed a certain, how I could say, professionalism, more moving forward in certain things where like it's not helter skelter. Things are properly planned. I like planning things properly to execute. And
Yeah.
it's not just a today for tomorrow. We actually try to plan this out properly now.
Yeah.
So just structure and discipline.
Cool, man. So tell me a little bit about some of your work. Tell me some of the things that we may know but didn't know that Rael Luvi was behind the scenes on that?
That would be a dark one because that is political, so I can't mention that. I don't even know if but like that is, I cannot mention that. Also,
Well, I mean, you work
okay,
with Rebel Six,
this was recent. This was recent. So this is cool. You know the Tobago Council logo.
right?
I did the logo, the spinning logo, and the protect your future.
Mm,
They protect your future for Tobago recently. So I did that logo.
right.
Also, you mean in general like artistry and
In general, yeah,
everything? There was like an award show in 2017, which was the TTCME Awards, and I won like Hip Hop Artist of the Year at that time.
right.
I'm not sure if you guys, I mentioned it earlier, like Rebel Six, rest in peace, Rebel Six. I shot like Cram Them and Hide and Seek featuring Kutin, a couple million views on those videos. I work on some stuff with Nyla Blackman, some behind the scenes footage. Digicel. Like there's a lot of stuff that I forget, but like we work on some stuff behind the scenes that you just probably can't. Not sure if I should mention, because sometimes you would work in a hierarchy of an agency,
Right,
and then
right.
So. But
Right, understood.
But yeah.
So you've been out here.
Also shout out Wham. Shout out Wham, by the way. We worked on some stuff with Wham.
Right.
Huh? So
Wham
now. Yes, Wham now.
Yeah.
We worked on some stuff with Wham. Very amazing people over there. So shout out Z Labs and everyone over there.
Much nice love. Man. Big up Mark and Ariana.
Yeah, shout out
Ariana. Sorry. Okay, cool. So you've been grinding, you've been doing your thing, you stumble upon NFTs, blockchain, crypto. Somebody say, yo, Rael, check this out. You decided to do your digging. I want you to tell me a little bit about how that journey has been for you. Then I want you to go back and maybe relate some of maybe the perceived benefits or the perceived drawbacks of that space and how you might have benefited from them earlier in your creative career had you had access to blockchain in 2015, 2016, 2017.
I just wish I did. I just wish, because like my cousin been trying to get me into crypto for 6 years. I have not listened, bro. I have not listened for 6 years, and I only listened probably, was it last year, April 2020? Right. April is when I decided to listen, and I was like, bro. He was like, I don't know what mental block he was under. So at least I'm here now, and I had to dive in head first.
We all find it at our time.
Yeah, we find it at our time, and it's never too late still. Facts. So repeat the last phrase of the question. My apologies.
Well, yeah, I was just asking, tell me about your perception of the space as a creative, and like if you had to like advise a young artist, being even if that was yourself, what would you tell them in terms of some of the benefits, some of the drawbacks, some of the challenges, how to get around certain things, choosing platforms, choosing networks, all these different things.
Understood. From different perspective, there's opportunity for both recording, because music and NFTs is kind of tricky as well. I'm still learning and figuring things out. Music and NFTs is tricky, and then you have digital art. With the digital aspect of things, there's plenty of opportunities and avenues. Picture this like a whole entire new market and industry that is being built. For example, I'm doing clothes, thinking that, okay, at some point in time, there will be a marketplace for people to purchase clothes on there. Digital wearables. So picture there's someone that's good at building real estate. You could build like real estate for people. So there's different opportunities with your craft to figure out how you picture your interior designer lighting. So you do some digital. So everything that you do in this physical world, you could transfer it over into the NFT space, and the blockchain space. So there's a lot of opportunities, and everything is kind of like at an even playing ground. My apologies. And as far as like you mentioned just now, the platforms to get started on, obviously we know the MetaMask. The only con with the MetaMask is the gas fees because it's on Ethereum network and XYZ. So contrast to that, you could either use the Polygon network or you could use the Solana network.
Right. But you could use your MetaMask for Polygon as well.
Yeah, you could use a MetaMask or Polygon as well.
Yeah.
Right. So like there's these different platforms you could connect to with your MetaMask. So like I use Rebel.
Right.
So it automatically creates an account for you from your. So you have a MetaMask set up, you connect it to your Rebel, you automatically create your account, and you could begin minting your art pieces. You could begin minting your stuff. Also, I've been doing research where you could search specific marketplaces where like it's not only because there is a specific marketplace for clothing. It's called Artisan. So
Right.
it's fashion based, right? So there's just do your research. There's markets for everything on the in the space. I'm not sure if that answers the question. I'm not sure, but
I mean,
right.
how did you decide on Rarible? I mean, and I saw that you recently like had a partnership with them
Yeah.
on social media and that kind of thing. That's a super dope look, man.
Yeah, because I sorted out, because remember, right in April is when I started doing the NFTs and minting the art itself.
Right.
It was, one thing, guys, entering, this is me from the perspective of entering it from like maybe a naive perspective of just thinking, oh, it's a money grab XYZ. Because people paying X amount of money for art and thinking, oh, my art will sell for X amount of money, so let me just mint my stuff on Rebel. At the point in time in April, that was the mindset going into it now. And then as I educated myself, someone was like, wait, what am I providing just by providing these art piece? So every NFT now, I still, moving forward, I still will try to provide something that the holders could have or something to look forward to.
Right.
Also, something I forgot to mention here with the Rebel. So I got verified like early on. You have to mint a couple art pieces. So I minted a couple art pieces and then requested verification and sorted out everything to get verified. I think the pros and cons of verification on Rebel, when you are verified on Rebel, your art gets shown on the explore page. Plus, when you search your name, you could also see it.
Right.
When you're not verified, even if you search your name, you're not gonna find you, or you're not going on the explore page. You could only get the access to the page via like a link.
Right.
So I decided to mint my first NFT EP on Rebel Fit, and so Rebel.com.
Yeah, so for those who are looking for Rarible, it's up on the thing there, the screen there for you to see. So talk about your latest project that you did partner with Rarible with, because I mean, you are, I think, the first Trinbagonian artist to do an audio NFT or a music NFT.
Yeah.
What was that process like? Why you felt like, you know what, nobody else has done this yet, I'm going to be the one to kick in the door? What inspired that? Was it a project that you had working on and you decided to go the NFT route?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so this might be a long story right there with me. So this started, everything is in divine timing, but the main album, this entire journey I'm on right now is for like my main album, which is called Levi Forever. This started in 2017, and with my producer TDSK Production, right? So he's on Fit as well. So we started this project in 2017, and I was like, bro, I don't think I could release this yet. The artwork is finished, everything is done. And it's, when you see it, it still looks up to date. It's real weird now. It's such a weird manifestation. What happened? The things I mentioned in the song, it happening today. So like we started in 2017. I was like, bro, I don't think I could release this because I'm not in the place yet of what Luvi means. Luvi means love, understanding, vision, and imagination. LUVI. I'm not in that place as yet. So I need to elevate myself to that place. And it took a good couple of years, 4 or 5 years. And then recently we was like, yeah, bro, I feel we ready. We could do this album. Then the hard drive ended up crashing. We lost everything over those couple of years. Hard drive ended up crashing. I was like, oh my days, have faith. If it meant to be, it meant to be. Long story short, TDSK, he sent the hard drive to fix in foreign. He sent it, recovered all the files get recovered. So he was like, okay, boom. Good. We back in the door, we have everything we need. Only 2-3 touches we need to make up your makeup. By the time, because we wanted to go up to Rebel Radio, we was actually gonna go up the album, but we was like, before we go up there, like, we had this has something, like we do like an EP.
Right.
And by all this time crypto going good, and then you're understanding that streaming not really making no sense like that too much. So like we kind of raised the bar a bit as far as going up, because my previous album, if you look at the roadmap, there were different projects dropped within that year. It was called Only Up From Here. And within that album, I was mentioning stuff about NFTs and all of these type of stuff. So it's like, it's only right to kind of take that direction. Let's kind of, even though we know it's risky and we know it's a difficult buy, where I understand the challenges that come with it. So like, even though these songs are great, dog, because is 5 songs on the EP, we did all the 5 songs in one night. We recorded all the 5 songs in one night, and TDS was like, bro, you sure, bro? This too exclusive. This song bad, nigga, has some good sense, like, bro, because it's like, everybody not gonna hear it now. So it's like still taking that risk and believing in ourselves to be like, okay, let's because I understood the move to do it, even though if we do sell like all the 1,000 copies, even if we do sell it, it's still a major win for the culture and for everything else. It's still a win taking that risk and taking that move now.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had to be first through the door.
Yeah, and it wasn't like first, like, oh, let me do this, but it was like, I couldn't see like anyone else doing it. They mightn't do it from the perspective of good intention to then educate people to even, okay, because I would consider myself, just even within that year, because I'm diligent with studying and just researching, I still have a lot to learn still as far as in the crypto space. So I develop a certain level of understanding where I could still explain to people and still teach as best as I could to even get that set up, right? So we decided to go through the NFT, and I think we have, before the main album, which is Levi Forever, we have 2 more drops to do, which is a single NFT and the next joint NFT are supposed to do. But what it is that EP. So when you get it on Rebel, like you get the Rebel NFT, you get an unlockable link, and the unlockable link gain you all the rest of songs, behind the scenes content. You get some 3D artwork inside of there, some other content, and then the music videos I'm gonna shoot in New York now. Those music videos will be exclusive on the NFT. So I'll be like, to all the holders that hold it so far, they will get exclusive preferences to those music videos before the public, right? So I think it's going to be a situation where even if people don't get it now, they would come back and get it still now. You know what I mean? They would eventually come back and get it, because like the things that I believe we have planned is some real great stuff in the pipeline, because they're so interesting it is, right? Some people may know me for like different things. Some people may know me for videos, 3D, but people never really, I don't feel like, because I'm appreciative of the support system I have. And everyone always say this one thing, is that when they start listening and going back is when they start liking the music more now. So you listen to one thing and then you listen to it, because I have a big catalog. And then you start realizing that, yo, this is actually hard now. And then after I have a supporter that actually understands what's taking place now. So I'm having patience with like the journey, and I'm enjoying it at the same time, going the way. So, and it's not like the mindset that me and TDSK is on as well. Is in this present moment, we are very happy where we are now, like redefining what making it is, not just selling like a certain lifestyle. Because if we was like, bro, if we're not happy now, when we get that, you get $1 million, you get that 2 million, how much ever million, you're not gonna be happy then. So like we focus on the in work right now, and make sure that we good. Like that is the true making it now. We grateful for the small blessings, the opportunities, and that is the energy that we pushing.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I definitely mirror, that perspective. A lot of people look at me in this space and think, well, you must be making money because you seem so happy. But
yeah,
understand that, what, the happiness has to come first. Because even when the money comes, the money just, finds you in the space that you're in. So if you're unhappy and the money comes, you're gonna continue to be unhappy. You're just gonna be unhappy with money. So you have to find that happiness first. 100%. So it's this particular project, Fit, is on Raribles.
Yeah.
It's on Rarible Ethereum network, right?
Ethereum network.
All right. And what was the current mint price?
50 USD. I mean, I believe it's on sale right now because Ethereum is down. So Ethereum is down, so you're looking at probably 40 something US wrong there.
Okay, but so what's the Ethereum price? We don't talk fiat prices.
Sorry, my apologies. It was at the point in time it was 0.013 ETH.
Okay, all right. 0.013 0.013 ETH.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Noted.
So yeah.
I really, this might be embarrassing. I don't know if I bought it yet. Huh? I may have, but
Yes, sure.
if not, I'm gonna
Nah,
get it
if you
tonight.
bought it, you would have known that you had it, bro. Like,
Listen, let me tell you something, and I mean this is no excuse, and this is no knock on your work, but I get so much NFTs. Um,
mm-hmm,
I mean, not free to
mm-hmm,
buy. I get sent so much stuff. I do so many things, and then I forget about it because I have so many wallets that I
understood.
use
Yeah,
for
yeah,
testing different things. So I have different platforms. So for example, like the Tory Lane's NFT,
yeah,
I bought that. I mean,
yeah,
I bought that EP, and I probably have never gone back to that wallet
yeah, yeah,
since.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, after I listened to the EP initially, I was like, yeah, this is cool. This artwork is cool.
Uh,
But I guess just because the platform is not a platform that I go to regularly, I
yeah.
just never went back to it.
Are you able to have it on your person? The songs.
I think you're able to download it. Um, but when it initially launched, you
Mm-hmm.
weren't able to,
Okay.
right? And I mean, I didn't really buy it to resell or whatever
Mm-hmm.
is the case. I just kind of wanted to participate in
Understood.
that first ever type of situation,
Mm-hmm.
being in this space. So right now, if I don't have it yet, definitely Fit is on my list of
Mm-hmm.
projects to get.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Snoop have a project that he recently dropped, his new album he dropped as an NFT,
For real.
which I was hoping to get, but Snoop out here charging some crazy ass prices.
Wow.
But I think I saw an article. I think Snoop has made something like 40 plus million from
Wow.
this one drop. I think he dropped it as an NFT. It was something like 5,000 US for one.
Wow.
And I think he had sold about 8,000 of them at the point in time. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
But Snoop is deep in the NFT
Yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah.
He's somebody who I guess he bought into the idea of it very early. He saw it.
Mm-hmm.
He became a participant. He wasn't just kind of standing on the fringes,
Mm-hmm.
just buying a profile picture
Yeah.
to stunt on people. He was actively trading. He was actively
Mm-hmm.
communicating. He created a persona that was anonymous and was communicating. He was in
Yeah.
the discords. He was very active. So, I mean, big respect for him and
Yeah.
his success in this space because he's not somebody who just kind of looked to get a grab and go, which I kind
Yeah.
of felt like Tory did.
Yeah, yeah, I feel so too. Yeah, yeah,
Kind of rode the hype,
yeah,
jumped
yeah,
in, cashed in his million, and then
yeah,
busted.
yeah, yeah. He left me hanging. He left me real hanging there.
So, so what's next? What's next for you in terms of projects? You talked about the digital wearables.
Mm-hmm. Just completing the roadmap for the Fit EP to get to Levi Forever, which is a couple music videos for Fit NFT and the holders. Um, then one more NFT, then one after that, and then finally Levi Forever album, the main album. That is just my musical career, but the digital aspect of it, I want to perfect wearables and clothing a little bit more, just get a little better with it and reach a little standard. And see which part clothing takes the journey until marketplace are available. And then I think I would still try my hand in the real estate aspect of building houses for it. So I'll go in different stages. But I just want to perfect and get clothing good. I want to be able to someone to be like, okay, because it's a lot, it's real tedious making a garment. So I just want to be able to say, bro, make XYZ for me, make a jacket, and I could be like, okay, I could make this jacket for you perfectly. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Continue. No, sorry.
So yeah, I just want to be able to reach that level of perfection. Then I'll move on to the real estate aspect of it to have that skill set in the bag.
Yo, I mean, your skill set. I mean, self taught. It's kind of crazy to me how dope you are as a digital artist. And since I got into this space, I've been very, very, what to say, enamored with a particular concept of free bags, uh,
Mm-hmm.
because one of the first things that I did when I came into this space, I started hearing about people getting airdrops and stuff like that, and I was like, "Yo, free money, boy!" And everybody talks about their
Yeah,
crypto bags. Who have a small bag of Ethereum, have a big bag of BTC,
yeah, yeah,
and I was like, "Yo, free bags, yo!" My whole goal in crypto is to get free bags, and then
yeah.
as I started investing, I was like, I'm a very, very risk averse
Mm-hmm.
investor. I'm very conservative with my investment approach, right? So let's say I put in $100. As soon as $100 turns to $200,
Mm-hmm.
I pulling out my initial capital.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
pull it
yeah,
out
yeah.
the first 100, and that second 100 is free
Leave it
bags.
right.
You
Yeah,
understand? I
yeah.
think that's right because
House money.
that's
Yeah,
play with house money, right?
yeah,
So
understood.
that free bags concept is something that kind of lived in me for a while, and my brother is a I guess a digital artist himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's a draftsman by trade. So he
Mm-hmm.
does interior design, home designs, that kind of thing. And
Mm-hmm.
I kind of said, "Yo, I have this idea, deliver it for me."
Mm-hmm.
And all this to say, I was super excited about maybe creating a brand around this.
Mm-hmm.
Doing merch, t-shirts, hoodies,
Mm-hmm.
whatever is the case. But I was like, this is not. It doesn't feel right to do it
Mm-hmm.
in this particular way,
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, I wanna live and I wanna exist in the world that created or inspired free bags.
Mm-hmm.
So I was super excited for you to come on board and for us to be able to kind of collaborate on
Yeah,
this particular project. I mean, we still have a long way to go, but we could tease a little bit of it so
yeah,
people
yeah.
can see what I look like, right?
I
So
know I'm
Mm-hmm.
fine, but the money makes me handsomer. Walk around smelling like a come up in the answer for her problems, but I'm not him, I don't mind it though. You don't like me how you think you do, I like it.
so it's crazy to me that you created those pieces, right? And
Yeah,
each garment that is being worn is created from scratch by you, and it
yeah.
looks so realistic. It's bro, how much work does it take to deliver something like that?
Plenty, plenty. I was working this for like 2 weeks. Like a lot.
Plenty,
Uh,
plenty.
yeah, but it's a lot of sewing and tracing patterns and making sure the animation is synced because I use Marvelous Designer. No, I use Clue. So I used to use Marvelous Designer and I switched to Clue because Clue has an export setting which allows for virtual. I'm getting to that yet, which is AR,
Right.
the AR aspect of it. So like it could, yeah. So that's the next thing I'm looking into. But but yeah. So Clue Cinema 40 and yeah, bro. So is I almost there. I will get it, but I'm perfecting it still.
You're
You know,
perfecting it
there's
still.
a lot of dedication as luck. I'll be a whole day time just passing, and I just like,
So
yeah, I did
so
it.
how do you manage, you know, life? I mean, you mentioned your girlfriend a little while ago,
Yeah.
right? How do you how does she deal with you disappearing into your screen,
Hmm.
working, losing time?
I mean,
How do
she
you manage
understands
your life?
because she's on a mission as well. So
Right.
that is the important thing. As what a lot of people doesn't understand. In I don't want to get on the relationship hole. Is if you have an individual where they do have their own thing going on, then they would look to Trump be you know. But like if both of you guys have on a mission, to all you have a certain mission and a mindset, then you know obviously balance and communication is important. So I won't blindly just disappear. So I'll just
Right.
communicate and time for work, time for planner.
Right.
So so everyone has their individual things going on. So it doesn't feel like a lack of time or attention is being
Right.
locked in one place or the next. Now respect for individual work time and stuff like that.
Nice, man. So as a creative, we've talked about your creative journey, right? But your involvement in the space, is it just from a creative perspective, or are you an investor as well? Do you invest as well. What I'm not asking you to tell us what tokens to invest in, but
Yeah.
how has your experience been on that side?
I remember just now you said like you're a way more conservative investor. I'm way more risky with it. I'm like the total opposite.
You're like, get out.
Yeah, so no, but I started now being more conservative because the market is becoming so scammy. So it's becoming way more risky than it was before. So it's easier to get scammed now than before. So like I'm becoming way more risk averse as I mentioned. So I would still take bags from more riskier plays and then put them into more stable tokens now.
Right.
And just kind of try to let me play this smart. So I'm becoming way more conservative with my investments. But I do invest. Um and yeah, so I'm deep in the rabbit hole. The only thing I don't do fully as yet is how I could say is the full on trading, the day trading, because I think there's more risk of losing when it comes to trading. So I would rather listen to like the Warren Buffett's what they do and
Yeah.
implement that same mindset into the market. You know what I mean? So I would invest and I would hold long term. So I would more have long term plays. So yeah, so that is kind of how I am in the
All right.
industry.
All right. So let me ask you a question. You're risky, right?
Mm-hmm.
You like taking risks, right?
Yeah,
You're out here in these altcoins,
yeah,
these meme coin plays, right? looking to turn 8,000 into 5 billion and stuff.
yeah,
What? How do you feel? Because I mean, meme coins tend to take the hardest hit when the
yeah,
market turns around, right?
yeah, correct.
So when BTC lose 2%, a meme
Yeah,
coin losing 20-30%, right?
yeah,
How do you manage the emotional roller
yeah.
coaster
I
of that?
think that is a skill. Like it's a skill that's developed like managing emotions when you're seeing your dollars moving from up to down. And I just understanding how the market does go because at first my first serious crash, it had a crash. It had a May pump
Hey,
and after May
yeah,
was a
May,
pump. And
June.
another while after that was a yeah. That was my first one. And I was like, wait, boy. I was like, I feel real sick. And yeah, it was a good couple months, and then it started to do good again. But then I understood that okay, I did my research and understood okay, this is natural. This is like a human emotion that I have to still balance.
Right.
That has helped you in life as well, and that has helped you so much in making decisions and certain things where you are now not operating from an emotional place now, but more like a thinking and logical, a clear mind. But I manage it pretty well, so high low we here for the long term now. So I'm not really bothered by like the short term fluctuations. So
Right.
so yeah.
And how do you determine what percent, or I should say rather, are you investing crypto gains back into your blockchain crypto based work, or is it more like you have your other endeavors that you're using to
Mhm.
finance the
For
creative direction of?
forfeit, the idea forfeit is to use those funds to then put into the artistry side of it.
Right.
But my personal separate to that investments and stuff, I would use to put into other plays.
Right.
And stuff like that. Obviously, we take profits. We had to do that at some point. So, but
Yes.
when it comes to the artistry aspect of it, I would use that to then fund the artistry career because it's like two
Right.
different careers. It's like my normal career and my NFT career.
Right.
So the holders now, their funds are going into building the artist and his career now. You know what I mean? So that
Right.
would go
Right. Right.
towards,
Right.
and my personal investments would then go into other blue chip tokens and other stuff. So
Blue
yeah,
chip. So we
yeah.
talk we talking meme
We talking
coins and
Bitcoin.
blue chip.
We
Oh,
talking
okay. Oh,
Bitcoin.
all
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
all right, all right, all
yeah.
right.
So yeah.
So personally, so a lot of people who get into crypto, right, come some of us come for the money initially,
Mm-hmm.
and then we fall down the rabbit hole and we
Mm-hmm.
realize, yo, this thing is bigger than the 20%, 30%, 100% gains.
Mm-hmm.
Have you stumbled onto that yet, or you're still
From
kind of
the perspective of like what the banksters do with our money type of vibe.
yeah,
Um,
I want to lead you, but
when I realized it and figured it out and kind of read into the science, I was like, bro, this makes no sense now. Like this robbery now. You know what I mean? So I could do with my money what they're doing with my money now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And have better interest. I could stake my crypto and have a better interest on my cryptocurrencies. You know, again, not from the bank at all. Now. So just understand the system and just how just the peer to peer, just no middleman
Right.
involved
Yeah.
into crypto and receiving payments because I receive a couple of payments in crypto. I
Right.
did a couple of affiliated programs and they paid in Bitcoin. It was very like like I like that world and I like where the world is heading as far as that goes. But yeah, the system at hand, the current financial system is very broken. And it requires that change that is we in the process of that right now.
I mean, you touched on two things. You touched on two things I wanted to talk a little bit more on. You talked about being paid in crypto.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about your experience earning in
Mm-hmm.
crypto. And then you talked about staking. So tell me a little bit about your involvement in the DeFi space and
Mm-hmm.
what has that experience been like for you?
So I'll start with the last one first, where I would stake on Binance. So like anything I know that I'm holding, in contrast to just holding a cryptocurrency, you
Yeah.
could stake it for like an interest, and I could do flexible savings or lock staking. So I would just stake on Binance instead of just holding my crypto there, so I get a little bit of interest, passive
Yes.
income. And as far as like earning in crypto, you could do like because what I was trying to get, but I didn't have enough. I don't have enough credentials for it, which would become an affiliate of Binance. So I had to have a certain amount of followers and a certain amount of community. So I was trying to become an affiliate with Binance so I could then earn that way
Yo,
as well.
keep working.
Yeah, so I would get to that point so I could become an affiliate of Binance. I did some binary options affiliated program and they paid in Bitcoin and stuff like that. So you kind of do videos teaching people how to do trading thingy. So I would then receive payment from doing affiliated marketing as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm a huge advocate for earning in crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I do, um, I'm fortunate, I would say, to be able to be full time involved in the
Mm-hmm.
crypto blockchain space. But everything I do, from work that I do for companies, I ask for
Mm-hmm.
payment in crypto,
Mm-hmm.
or even if I'm purchasing a service, I
Mm-hmm.
ask, yo, do you accept payment in
Yeah.
crypto? Because for me, um, I think it makes the most sense, and I want to see as many people involved as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to live in that digital economy as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. Understood.
And especially coming from the Caribbean, where we have banks that are a bit adversarial to the crypto
Hmm.
industry. um, we have tons of challenges in terms of onboarding into the crypto space.
Hmm.
Being able to work for crypto is a great way to kind of circumvent that,
Yeah,
because
correct.
you're not being paid in TT or in US or in Barbados dollars, as the case may be, and
Mm-hmm.
then trying to buy your Bitcoin, as the case may be.
Yeah.
Straight crypto, and then you just move that on. You're getting paid in stable coins, as the case may be, and then you just
Mm-hmm.
move that on to whatever token that you really
Yeah.
want to participate in. And
Mm-hmm. Understood. Yeah.
so right now, you're not home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
In
we,
New
we
York.
both wearing we both wearing hoodies, but I mean, you have a better reason for doing so. Just in my AC here. You're
Yeah.
out there in New York. You're
Yeah.
shooting a couple videos for the project for Fit.
Yeah.
What
Mm-hmm.
has that process been like? What has it been like, being out there? Are you networking?
Yeah, I
Um,
just I just settling in for these because I reached here like 2 days ago. So
mhm.
I'm now settling in with something else. I was finishing this one, the most important, so I was just finishing this. So my day actually, my journey actually starts tomorrow, please God. So I head into the city tomorrow. I have a couple of people I want to meet with, and I'm looking for some crypto events as well. If they have any crypto events as well. So
Yeah,
so yeah,
I mean,
I'm messaging
hit,
people and
hit,
connecting.
hit me on the side. Hit me on the side, and let me know where you are. I mean, I know you're in New York, but let me
Mm,
know. I could put you onto a couple of people, tons of super amazing creatives in
okay,
the
lovely.
blockchain space in New York. I mean, NFT NYC was there, and it's coming up again this year.
Mm-hmm.
So there are tons of creatives taking full advantage of the space.
Okay, lovely, brother. I'll be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, so just hit me. I'll send you some links to connect with some people doing some really amazing things.
Okay, thanks, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, keep working. So
Yeah,
I mean, we coming down to that quitting time.
yeah.
Share anything that you want to share with me. I mean, share anything you want to share with the people. Plug
Um.
you want to plug, thank anybody you want to thank. Do your thing.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Instagram, Rael40 or Rael Luvi. You do your research on me as an artist. Go back on the YouTubes, go back on the Spotify's. I have a current album out now in case you do have access to Fit, which is called Only Up From Here. Produced by Brown and Fit, produced by TDSK Production. So stay tuned for the roadmap, guys. And yeah, if you want to keep up with the journey, follow me on Instagram. You
All right.
know,
So give me the so it's Rael 40,
yeah, and Rael Luvi.
right? Well, and it's
You
no
know,
it's no
you find
it's no
Rael 40, you find me. You know, it's not so. You know, it's same person. So
same
Rael
person.
40 doing. But so keep up with the journey, guys. I'll just keep creating. So just want to say just spread love and make sure you focus on the happiness in the present and do your research on the space and understand that the importance of the space. So
Yeah,
thank
bro.
you
I
guys for
mean,
having me still.
thank you very much for being on. I mean, totally appreciate you. Um, I want to wish you all the success. We're gonna
Thank
continue to
you,
be doing our thing on this side, but I mean, I've really seen tremendous growth in you, in your work, in your dedication to this thing.
thank you,
Um,
bro.
and I could only see up from here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I
bro.
could
Thank
only
you.
see up from here. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna be heading to Rarible to
Mm-hmm.
grab myself fit.
All
You
right,
know,
bro.
I trying to get back fit myself.
Ooh, something I forget to explain because I missed that topic. Sorry.
Oh, go
The,
for it that
before you
time.
go, before you go, like before, like the purpose, the fitness, because it felt like a point in time. But like like when you feel like you get lazy, like you're reaching a slump. Because I was doing some corporate work at the time and it was just bringing food finish. I feel like I just felt lazy and slump. So I used that to then trickle like creative response now. So that why I all in the fat suit and you looking fit now. So then after fit now you're fat, then you're gonna kind of get in shape, and for the main album now you're actually at a certain point. So it's like a whole interesting story that I didn't explain properly, but
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry.
just
We'll
having
find
fun.
we'll find the roadmap. We'll find the
Yeah,
roadmap.
yeah.
Um, and we'll check it out for sure. I mean, definitely when the next project drops, we want
Mm-hmm.
to have you back on,
All
even
right,
if it's a segment to just feature that,
thank you.
and keep building towards the big launch.
All right, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you. Yeah.
thank you so much for being on with us, Rael. Big up
Much love.
yourself, man.
Have a good night, man.
Guys, that was Rael Luvi, super talented visual artist, um, motion artist, creative musician, doing tremendous things, continuing to build in this space. Guys, thank you very much for being with me another week. As I always say, adoption is inevitable. See you guys on the other side. Bless.